What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Today's fragrance review is something very different that I have never experienced before. I'm talking about a fragrance that has only one single note. Previously, the lowest I have recorded or reviewed was from the house of Acro that had only 4 different notes. Coffee, and then there was some kind of a Sicilian bergamot or lemon in it, and then some other notes in it, but that was it. 4 different notes. It's a phenomenal fragrance. I highly recommend Acro Awake. Today's fragrance will be Molecule 04, also known as Escentric Molecules. This come from England, I believe. Yep, that's what it says at the bottom. This is the beautiful box, as you can see. So this is Molecule 04. These bottles do not come with a cap. So if anyone's wondering, like, hey, did I get a fake or what? These bottles do not come with a cap. FYI. Now, before I even proceed, let me explain, because all my life, like all these years, I've been hearing about Molecule 01, how beautiful it is, and then there's 02, 03, there's Mandarin, and there are some other notes, but the reason why I picked this one was because I love sandalwood, I love woody fragrances, and this one is purely sandalwood. Now, you may be wondering, if you're new to the game or if you have never tried anything, if you're curious, this is what I have to say. It's that, although it's just one single note, believe me, this thing behaves totally different on each person's skin. When I sprayed this thing, I was like in a state of shock, because the sandalwood that I got, the beautiful woody feeling that I got, the vibe, the smell, it was a blast to my nose. Immediately within the next 5 to 10 minutes, I was anosmic, if that's the correct word. In other words, I went nose blind. I could not capture this fragrance any longer. But here's what I have to say. Beyond like 1 or 2 hours later, I started getting the waft. So it kept on coming and going, and every time it came up in a whole different form. So initially when I sprayed it, it was just plain dry sandalwood smell. And then slowly, as like I was going nose blind, I was getting that creamy, nice and beautiful dry sandalwood, which is, in my opinion, a beautiful heavenly smell. If you are into that kind of fragrances, if you're into that kind of smell profile. Now, I was not ready for the longevity of this one. Like, I did hear people talk about like beyond 12 hours with Molecule 01 or 4 or whatever, like how it works with your skin, but I was not ready for it. This thing went way beyond 12 hours on my skin. And I just did 2 sprays just to test it out first on day 1. This is day 1 I'm talking about. And then on the later days, I did try a bit more, but this thing becomes overpowering. Like, unlike the other ones, I believe, 04 kind of just gains on performance and its presence. It's like, I don't know how to describe, like, what kind of words would better describe the power of this thing. It's got phenomenal pushing power. Like, as your skin heats up, it just keeps on pushing and wafting. People start noticing you, although you may not be able to get it like it was in my case. Like, I went totally nose blind and I was like, did I waste all that money? No, I did not. Trust me, you are not wasting money, because if you don't smell it, it straight up means like you're just going nose blind. But people around you, when you move around, they will be catching the whiff, they'll be catching the waft, and it's very, very strong. It's like one of those fragrances that when you walk into a room, it fills up the room, it fills up the air. Doesn't matter, like, people could be using a hell lot of other fragrances, like, I don't know, maybe Oud Satin Mood, which is a beast of a fragrance, Megamare from Orto Parisi. I'm talking about Fragrance de Bois, New York Intense, that level of longevity and straight up performance. Right, just to give you an idea, but this particular one somehow just supersedes all of that. it will get to the person who's in front of you. At some point they will catch the whiff of it, and because it's a single note fragrance, chances are amongst all these mixtures of fragrances and aroma in the air, this will definitely catch the attention, because this will go through, like straight through. It's not gonna be sitting idle right there. So that was the kind of experience I had. Like, people love it because it's extremely inoffensive, does not come off anything like it's dirty or have that bitterness or anything like it's too earthy. Nothing. It's just plain, simple, creamy sandalwood. There were times when it did feel a bit powdery and there's this beautiful aroma in the air, but it kept on switching between the creamy and a powdery, dry sandalwood. That was my experience with Molecule 04 from Escentric Molecules. I would say keep me posted, comment on my video, and let me know if you did find any layering combination, because from what I hear, Molecule 101 through all the way through whatever number there is till the last one, people layer them with other fragrances. Let me know in the comments section if you have any layering recommendations, if you have any experience with any particular fragrance layering with this particular one. Let me know. I'm really curious and interested to find out more about this particular baby. I just enjoyed it so much. I mean, I never realized like a single note fragrance could be that much enjoyable. Like, definitely something that's signature scent worthy. Definitely. I love it. I love it. Absolutely loved it. Let me know in the comments recommendations, experiences, thoughts, and until the next video, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit the thumbs up if you like this content. And until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.